Hey guys, welcome back to a video. I'm back, and this is gonna be a scuffed video. Today we're doing a Wild West gun tier list, or weapons. I guess there's some weapons on here, like just regular axes or whatever. But yeah, today we're gonna be doing that tier list, and oh, actually I forgot to add the black market ones. Well, I'll add them once I get to it, but this is gonna be scuffed. I'm doing this in paint.net, as you can see, and just have the images of the guns, and I'm gonna copy and paste them onto paint.net, so it's gonna be scuffed. But we're gonna be doing a tier list of all the guns. It's a lot of guns now. But yeah, I couldn't find like a complete tier list. Also, I like the names on here so I can actually see the names, because some guns kind of just like look like similar to each other. But yeah, all right, so starting off, this is gonna be a pretty long video, but starting off, we're going to be starting off with we'll start on this screenshot, the Peacekeeper Revolver. It's the thing that you start off with in the game. The Peacekeeper Revolver, it's pretty good. It has okay accuracy, it has okay fan speed, it has okay damage. I'm gonna put it at B tier. I feel like, honestly, it's kind of like a perfect starting weapon. We're kind of gonna have to like crop these small because there's gonna be a lot of weapons on here, so we could fit two in like one like slot thing. But the Peacekeeper it's a very good starting weapon. I feel like it's probably one of the best starting weapons that they could have chose to give someone, because it's pretty good. All right, next one we have is the Model 3 Revolver. I'm pretty sure this is just like a no fan gun. Since I never see anyone use it and it's cheap because it's common, has the green thing around it, I'm gonna put it at E tier because I don't know much about it. Actually no, we're gonna put it at F tier because no one uses it. Like, even some people use like the Maz or whatever. No one uses this gun. Absolutely no one. We're gonna actually, there's probably not a lot of F tier guns. We could make this like full size. All right, so next we're going to be moving on to the Lamar Revolver. This is one of the best guns in the game. Why? Because it has insane damage if you headshot, really high fan speed, very low accuracy, but it only takes one fan to actually get someone down. We're gonna be putting this in the A tier category. It is a very, very nice weapon. Yeah, very, very nice weapon. There's gonna be a lot of B tier guns, so that's why we had to make this small. Then the next gun is the sawed-off shotgun. This gun was probably a little bit better before they added like the Mule and all that. We're going to be putting this in the B tier. It's okay. It's not bad. If you're like insanely close range, I guess you can one-shot. But it's not much of like an assassination weapon. Assassination weapon being like you go up to someone, they're not in combat. They're in combat, you're not in combat. You say hello, they say hello back, and then while they're typing, you take out and one-shot them. Or fan them, like with the Lamar. This can do it, but if you don't one-shot them, then it's kind of wraps. But yeah, I think it's okay. It's not bad. It's usable. Definitely usable. Next, we have the Navy Revolver. I actually would give this an S tier before the Black Market update, but since they added the Patterson Navy, they added damage roll-off, I'm going to have to give this a B tier, because I think it's still usable. I actually would use it if I didn't have the Lanchester. I think it's not bad. It's definitely usable. Next, we have the Dragoon Pistol. The Dragoon Pistol, it's not very good. It's okay for finishing people off. It's usable. B tier is kind of like the I wouldn't use, but it's usable, even though I would use the Lamar. Yeah, the Lamar is like stuff that like I think like I would use. It is really good. S tier is like, this either needs a slight nerf or a big nerf. One or the other. There's, yeah, no going around that. It's gonna be safe for like black market stuff and stuff like that. And just insane rifles and whatever. So I think Dragoon is B tier. I wouldn't use it. It's alright. Next we have the oh, oops, okay. Hold on. Alright. Next we have the Lindsay. Oh, by the way, the Golden Dragoon, we're not doing that because it's literally the exact same thing. Is it different? I don't think it's different. Whatever. It's also B tier. The Lindsay double shot pistol. Now this gun is pretty good for assassinations, but I wouldn't use it. Again, you could use it. I wouldn't use it. I tried putting it into my moveset once because I thought it wouldn't be bad. B tier. Next, let's see. Alright, next we have the Lamar Revolver. Got a fat nerf recently. You cannot shoot it while running anymore. This used to be an S tier gun, but now I'm gonna give it A tier because I think it's still usable. It's definitely still usable, but and it's still pretty good. Like, it is pretty good. I just choose to not use it because I think there's better options, like the Lamar. So, yeah. Alright. Next we have the Hammerless Revolver. This gun is so trash. I don't know why they added this into the game. We're putting this in the D tier category because I think it's not like the absolute worst weapon, but it's D tier. It's pretty bad. Let's see. Hold on, I want to do something. Alright, now it's a little bit more organized. You could see like the lines or whatever where it is. So what are we on? We are on the Volcanic Pistol. Yeah, the Volcanic Pistol, I think it's actually really good. And I'd actually use it if I take over a fort. Probably more for fun instead of more like actual it's good, but it is still good. I think I'd rather use the Lanchester than this thing, but I think this thing is pretty good. I'd probably switch this in for like my Lamar because I use the Lamar currently. I would use it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a pretty good gun. Next gun we have the Mauser. I think the Mauser used to be pretty good when the game was kind of less developed and people weren't as good at the game. I'm gonna put it at C tier. It's not horrible. It's not good. It's not bad. It's whatever. It's there. It's a gun. It exists. Next we have the knife. Yeah, the knife. Next we have the Bowie Knife. Oh yeah, the Bowie Knife. Yup. I want to hear one person who has friends that actually uses this weapon. Let me know, because I haven't heard of them. Next, we have the Lasso. I want to hear one person that anybody at all likes who uses this. No one likes you if you use this. You're weird. You're weird, dude. You're weird. F tier. Next we have the, let's see. We have the Tomahawk. The Tomahawk's pretty cool. I think the Tomahawk, it's a cool weapon. It's cool. I don't think it's very practical because you're not gonna do much with it. C tier. It's whatever. Actually, you know what? D tier, because it's not really usable at all. It doesn't even one shot to headshot. I don't think it is. It does anyway. I haven't been one shot with the Tomahawk. The blow dart gun. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't ever heard of this. What is that? In like the black market thing? We're just since I've never seen anyone use it, we're gonna put it at D tier because I've never seen anyone use it. So D tier, sure. We have the Winchester Rifle. Or wait, no, this is the Yellow Boy. Yellow Boy, okay, the Yellow Boy Rifle. The Yellow Boy, it's okay. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a really good starter weapon. We're gonna put a B tier. I think it's definitely usable, and it's definitely viable. If you're good at the game, good at hitting your shots, this gun's definitely very good. It's a really good starter weapon. Next, we have the Lynx bolt action rifle. This gun. So this gun is really good. This is gonna be our first S tier. By the way, the S tiers are not gonna be in order. They're just gonna be what order I review them in and what I think is S tier. Obviously, there's gonna be higher S tiers and lower S tiers, but this is the second best rifle in the game. Oh, then put it A tier. It's the second best rifle in the game. It's really strong and it's barely second. If you can hit your shots, I can hit my shots. If you can hit your shots, you're insane with this. And if you could hit headshots, you instantly win. I could easily 4v1. Maybe not with this weapon alone, but it's gonna be mostly to the use of this weapon. I could 4v1. I could 5v1. I could 6v1. I could 7v1. I could 8v1. I've actually 9v1'd before, as in I've taken out 9 people. Well, I took out 5 people, and I took out 4 of them twice. So I guess it's not really a 9v1, but I've done that before. So yeah. And this, I've had this by my side the entire time. It's a very strong weapon. It doesn't even cost that much, and it's uncommon for whatever reason. It should be like this rare category. I think they should make it cost like triple the amount. Next, we have the bow and arrow. Kind of poop. No one's gonna use this if there's the Horsebow, especially if there's a not so expensive, kind of expensive, not really used to be expensive when this game was kind of less, popular and it wasn't paid access. Then the Horsebow was kind of expensive, but now it's not really anything because, I mean, we have literal millionaires now. Next, we have the Mule shotgun. This gun was really good back in the paid access variant. It used to be probably S tier. Now I'm just gonna give it B tier. I think it's usable. I would never use it. I would never ever use it. Seriously, anyway. But I think you could use it. Like, if you used it and be like, oh, I like the Mule shotgun, it's pretty good, I'd be like, okay, sure, why not? Like, you could use it if you want. Alright. Next, we have the Sharps rifle. Used to be an A tier. When it was first released, it was S tier. Then after the paid access, it was A tier. And then after, the black market update, it's now, probably I'd say B tier. It's not very good anymore. I guess you could still use it, but it's definitely not near its former glory. I sold mine because it's just not as good as it was anymore. If you're wondering why, it's because of damage roll-off. Damage roll-off makes it at sniper range still do a lot of damage. Still does good damage, but it's not nearly a one-shot. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was one-shot headshot before. And if it wasn't one-shot headshot, I think it was like 90 damage headshot. Which is really good, because then they're one-shot. Yeah. Next, we have the Horsebow. Another B tier weapon. I think it can be used. I wouldn't use it ever, or else I'd own it, but I don't. I used to have it because I thought it was a cool weapon, but I'm never gonna use it. It's pretty bad, in my personal opinion. But you could, again, like with all the other B tiers, if you use it, cool, good for you. If it works, cool, good for you. It doesn't work for me, though. Next, we have the Harmonica Rifle. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the one that shoots a lot of shots. Here, let me check. Yeah, it's the one with 12 rounds. I don't use it. I think it's actually really bad. And if you use it, you're probably a noob. No offense to anyone who does, you're probably a noob. Also, the guy-caught rifle exists, so... yeah. Alright, next one, let's see. Winchester. The Winchester? This is the one that is pretty much, it's like 8 shots, I think. It's actually pretty good. Again, I don't use this. Right? Like, I don't. I think it's pretty good. Listen, I think it's pretty good. If I was going to recommend rifles, I'd recommend the Lynx, I'd recommend the Winchester, and if you're a beginner, I'd recommend the Yellow Boy. They're all very good. I like them all. Yeah. Next one, we have the Hartford, and this is pretty much the Sharps rifle, but with a different scope. It's B tier. It's whatever, you know. I guess you could use it. I never will. Okay. Then let's go into this slide. Oh wait, I already have some of those here. The Winchester, the Hartford. Okay, well, the Mars Leg. The Mars Leg, I mean, it fell from its former glory of S tier. It is now probably, I'd say, B tier. Again, before the update, before the black market update, I'd probably give it, it's probably hard to see from here. But before the black market update, you know, I'd probably say, you know, this gun's an S+ tier gun. I'll use it, and I did use it, but unfortunately, it fell from its former glory because of damage roll-off, and is now complete crap. It's not good. Okay, now let me go make a little screenshot slide thing of the black market weapons. Give me a second. But here is the current thing. Yeah, no E tier guns or weapons. Alright, that took about 20 seconds. So here, we have the screenshot. Let's, well, press copy. So this is a guy-caught chain pistol. I think it's a B tier. I wouldn't use it. Listen, I'd actually rather use a Lamar over this. It's pretty bad. It has a lot of rounds. I think it has like 20, but it's pretty bad in the fact that it does no damage. Okay. Next, we have the guy-caught chain rifle. This one's better. Why? Because it's a rifle. Does more damage, has more rounds. We're giving this A tier. It doesn't do much damage. It only does like 20 headshot, 10 body shot. But it has 40 rounds, so it's kind of cool. Honestly, yeah, just for the flex, because everyone knows that you have the guy-caught. If you come out of a fort and they don't see a Gatling gun, they see your guy-caught. This thing has more rounds than an M16, okay? This thing is crazy. You just come out the fort. I think it's really cool. It's one of my favorite guns. It's probably actually my favorite gun in the game. I don't own it. I definitely do not own this gun, and I don't think I would ever actually use it seriously in PvP. I think, honestly, in PvP, it's probably the very bottom of A tier. But in terms of how cool it is, it's very cool to just come out guns blazing. I think it's cool. So that's where I'm putting it A tier. I think it'd be low A tier in PvP, but in terms of how much I like it, it's high A tier, so we're middling out at A tier. It's A tier either way. Let's see. We have the Schwarzer. I think that's how you pronounce it. It starts with an S and has CH somewhere. This gun's pretty good. Just kidding. I'd never use it. I would never use it. I think it's very high B tier because it's a black market, but I would never use it. It doesn't. I mean, it seems like okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen too many people use this, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm uneducated, but it doesn't seem too good. Next, we have the Lanchester. This is going to be our second S tier. Why? Because you can just go up to someone and shoot them in the head with it, and it's 103 headshot damage. Oh, but damage roll off kind of makes it bad. No, it doesn't. Uh, Actually, I'd be wrong if I said it doesn't. Damage roll off kind of fucks it over. Damage roll off is pretty annoying, right? This is the only black market gun I own, by the way. So damage roll off kind of makes it like, makes it a little bit dubious. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? While I talk about damage roll off, I'm gonna do this. So damage roll off is it pretty much makes it like at the range, at mid range, do like 80 to the head, which isn't bad. So I mean, it's not bad damage, but damage roll off also makes it, yeah, okay. You can't use it far range. You cannot use it far range, because if you use it far range, it's just gonna do no damage. But it's probably the best close range gun, and a very big contender for a mid range gun. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's very good, actually. You can just go up to someone and assassinate them. You can literally just go up to someone and assassinate them. Like, yeah, let me show you a clip. So here's a clip of me in game with my Lanchester, going up to this guy. I've done this many times. It's fun to do every time. It never gets old. I'm the best assassination person ever, okay? So pretty much I said, yo, I have a question to this guy. Chat lag and all, but, we ignore that. I said, yo, I have a question, took it out, headshot. It's insane. So what I did is I lined up my mouse right next to his head, as you can see. And so I knew that when I took it out, the target was going to be on his head, kind of. And I didn't pull it out so he could see the gun and, like, aim it at his head. I just kind of held it in my pocket. And then once I clicked, the gun would pop up and shoot him in the face for 103 damage. And it's a one-shot. It's pretty insane. So that's why it's going in S. I really like it. Alright, next we have the Patterson Navy. This gun's insane. This gun's an S tier. It's just the Navy revolver, but way better. It's pretty much what the Navy used to be, except it does, like, 5 more damage. So it's just insane. And then last but the best, we have the Spitfire. It's pretty much a laser gun. It's pretty much the Lynx plus the, okay, it's the Lynx if the Lynx could fan fire, and also the Sharps rifle, because it has the scope. And insane range. And it can fan fire. And it can turn into a rifle without the scope. And it does like 40 damage per pellet, and it shoots 5 in like the span of like 3 seconds, and only takes about 5 seconds to reload. So it's insane. It's definitely the best gun of the game. In terms of actually what I think my top 5 are, top 5 guns in the game, or you know what, yeah, top 4, because there's only 4 S tiers. Spitfire's number 1, Lynx is number 2, Patterson's number 3, and Lanchester's number 4. Obviously the best optimal build you could ever go for, undisputably, would be, well, the Spitfire, the Lanchester, and the Navy, because they're literally a 3-card perfect combo. Lanchester is the best close range weapon. The Patterson Navy is the best long range, mid range pistol, and the Spitfire is the best rifle. The build I have right now is Lynx, which is the second best rifle. The Lanchester, which is the best close range gun, and I have the Lamar. Why? Because I focus heavily on close range, because you don't know how many situations where I run out of ammo in my Lanchester, and I'm like, hey, I could just take out this gun and hold F, and then they die. So, yep. And next gun I want to get is the Patterson Navy, and I want to replace the Lamar Revolver with the Patterson Navy, because it's just way better, and I don't really care about getting the Spitfire, because I think it's going to get nerfed. I still think it's going to be the best gun of the game, but I'm not willing to grind up 500k for it, when the Lynx is nearly as good, because the Lynx is already a 9.5 out of 10 weapon, and the Spitfire is 10 out of 10, so it's barely worse. In fact, every Spitfire user should be ashamed of spending 500 to potentially 1 million if you got it. Like early on, like when it was only like the top 50, people were paying like 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1 million for it. If you paid that much, shame on you. Just buy the Lynx. It costs like $1,000. So, or 2,000, I don't even remember, but it's like nothing. It's nothing. It's literally like 2K. But yeah, alright, I'll see you guys later. 25-minute video. That's a wrap. Alright. Bro, my throat hurts. Please like and subscribe.